like to talk about the flowers that are very strange looking or intriguing looking at the center of the flowers. Almost like you shouldn't look because it's so private at the center of the flowers, but you look at the very intricate designs and kind of a striking designs there. So the two wildflowers, and I noticed this year, and I knew these plants existing, and I used to see them, but it's not particularly pretty. So I didn't pay attention. But this year, for some reason, I kind of look into that, where this center of the flowers are, very, very interesting. First one is prickly poppy. Prickly poppy is very common in this Colorado, and you see them in some place, lots of them growing, and kind of a striking looking from point of view of the person who didn't see them at all, much before, because it's a big white petal, very pretty white color, and you see them. It's like if you from far distance, like you have a white, like a tissue paper floating around and so forth. And but I started to notice this year the center has this red spot, very at the center, the red spot, and very pure or red, I would say, maybe dark red, and it's like a striking. It's like a blood is coming out of the flowers or something like that. So that's a prickly poppy. The other flowers is Mariposa Lily. This one also I have been seeing them for a while in Colorado, but I didn't pay much attention. But it's not really necessarily beautiful or interesting to look at. But this year, for some reason, I started to take a picture of the center, and a very, very interesting design. It's almost like you go somewhere Middle East, looking at this, Turkish designs or Middle Eastern designs of the house or the gate or something like a Spanish, influenced by the Middle East, culture like that. It's very, very interesting, and that's Mariposa Lily. And the internet and then see what kind of Mariposa Lily available. And there's lots of different varieties, different kinds, species you can see. And I thought Mariposa Lily is like a little bit, petal is white, and that's not only Mariposa Lily. I think it's like sometimes red, the pinkish, purplish, bluish petals there. So I thought that was intriguing. So, for some reason that you look at the flowers, and of course, if you're not interested in wildflowers, you just dismiss it. But even though you are interested in wildflowers, if it's not from far distance, if it's not that pretty in your mind, and then you dismiss it, and sometimes you feel like it's a vulgar, and so that you don't want to, necessarily look at those flowers. And but if you look at it, I think it's very, very interesting. And the flowers is, why the flowers are pretty to look at is because there is a reason why it is pretty, to attract the other insects, birds, to pollinate, and so they are evolved to make it very interesting colors, shape, designs of flowers, and those ones are successful, for leaving all the genetic information for later species, and therefore it survived. I think that's what the flowers are. Of course, for me, like if you look at wildflowers, I don't know, they have other mechanism to propagate themselves. Therefore, it's not necessarily the beauty of the flowers. It's something else is going on there. But flowers are more or less like for human terms, like sexual organs, and therefore you kind of advertise, you want to make it attractive, I would say, and pretty, and striking, and so that's the purpose of the flowers there. So I understand that, but yeah, if you don't pay attention, you don't see that. So that's my discovery this year for those two species, Mariposa Lily and prickly poppy.